Howdy, howdy. Kidnap here. All right, I wanted to start this stream like 15 minutes early, just so you could absorb the creepy sounds that they have at the loading screen, the main menu for this, and chit chat a little bit if you want to. If you want to jump in the chat, let me. I'm still getting ready, but I've got almost everything done. But I did want to start a little bit early, yeah. For the ambiance. And to say hello to you. And introduce myself to you. So my character name, my screen name, my broadcast name is Kinius. And I've been Kinius since the internet was the internet. So if there's a great computer that you could go to out there in the world that can pull up every single thing that's ever been typed on the internet and go back to the 80s and 90s and more around the early 90s when the World Wide Web came to be. By the way, right around that time. And type in Kinius. That's me. So I started playing Dungeons and Dragons when I was a little kid, maybe 9, 10 years old. And me and all my friends played it growing up. That was a hoot. Good times. And then I really got into Star Trek. I was into Star Trek from the time that I was like 3 years old. But I got into Star Trek gaming around in the 90s, late 90s, close to 2000 maybe. They released Starfleet Command. Man, who doesn't love Starfleet battles, right? So heavily involved with that, and then heavily involved with the podcasting and broadcasting and interviews when it came to talking to developers about the creation of Star Trek Online. And at that time, podcasting was brand new, and we created the first podcast dedicated to Star Trek gaming. No, I was a co-producer, co-host, co-broadcaster, co-everything, and a creative director for a long time for the Hailing Frequency podcast, the original one from 2004-5. It's about 2010. It's when it really kind of stopped, right around the Cryptic the release of Star Trek Online by Cryptic Studios. But I did all the almost all the interviews with Perpetual and then Cryptic, and at that time I was really into the idea of having an in-game radio station that was really in character and didn't break immersion, and nobody totally was along with it, but I was still really gung-ho about creating radio stations for Star Trek Online. And so I devoted all my time to that and launched the world's first internet radio stations for Star Trek Online, and then did that heavily for years and years, and just partied and partied and partied and broadcast. And then everything got really political, really bad, and I just kind of fell out of love with something that I had been in love with my whole life. I am still, to this point, I haven't watched really Discovery or Strange New Worlds or any of the new Star Trek content. I'm just angry and sore and whatever. So I choose to just kind of step away from everything and go play other games and learn how to fly. I've been spending I was in the alpha for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Got heavily involved with that, and and now flying airliners and military jets and anything I can get my hands on. And I've been studying and learning, watching real-world flying lessons and trying to apply everything. Trying to approach it as if I was going to get my licenses for flying, and take it that seriously. And it's very rewarding. I got everything out of it that I put into it so far. I've loved it. Okay, so back to being a little kid and playing Dungeons and Dragons. And I I remember playing some of the Baldur's Gate games. I remember mostly the early Dungeons and Dragons games for PC, Curse of the Azure Bonds and things like that. And I don't know that I really got into that. I got into Icewind Dale. We were really into the Forgotten Realm, the Drizzt Duerden stuff. And I've met R.A. Salvatore, and I've created artwork for him. None that was published, but I have. And another little perk in life. So yes, very excited about this, and I got it early, and I have played the heck out of it, and I played through a bunch of times. And I don't think I've tried everything, but I always like starting a game with my character, Kineas, the human fighter. Now, we've learned through the Blood and Baldur's Gate that you're actually Tav. So in Blood and Baldur's Gate, and I'll show you here, when we go to create a character, it automatically calls us Tav. Now, Tav is the main detective character from Blood and Baldur's Gate, the mystery that went on over there. And then at the end of it, you seem to have gotten killed, but obviously you didn't get killed. And we never really did discover too much of who was behind everything, and it was very strange. But it, you know, kept everybody amused for 2 weeks. But anyway, that's the character that we are. But I'm not playing Tav. I'm playing Kineas. And you can call me Kin if you want. K-I-N-N in the chat. I don't have a Discord set up for this. Please like and subscribe so I can like and subscribe to you. If you're somebody I know, again, from the past, from the Star Trek past, please make sure you stop in and say hi. Let's put all politics aside, okay? And get back to the people that we used to be. Right? Let's get back to the people that we used to be. And that's awfully hard these days. But please try. Forgive and forget. Say hi in the chat room. Let me like and subscribe and find out what you're doing so I can hit those little notify buttons on your pages. I'm a good follower, I promise. Even if I don't know you. So we'll be getting started here in just a moment. Last minute sips of coffee. A couple of relaxing puffs. And we'll get back into it. So yeah, I'm now helping code Dungeon Master 5th edition games, and I've been learning it. And that's the reason why I picked this up mostly, is we have old friends who now have children. We have children. But their children are wanting to play Dungeons and Dragons. And we played with them when they were younger, but you know, now it's 5th edition and they want to get back into it. And so we have started gaming on Saturday nights again, but they're having their house remodeled right at the moment. So the last few weeks have been on hold. Not a big deal. Plenty of time to prepare, right? But that's the reason why I picked this up, is I wanted to learn 5th edition, and I kind of wanted to see how they were going to translate 5th edition in Baldur's Gate. And, you know, just kind of see how the mechanics play out here, and while I'm learning it at the same time. The only thing I've been kind of upset with at the moment is the ranged weapons. I don't want to nitpick anything too much, but I think if there's one little thing to nitpick, and I'll have to really pay attention to this time, and try to build up archery skill or whatever, but either way, it's limited to these small little screen map sizes, when you should really be able to plunk somebody from a good distance. Like 380 feet, I think, is the maximum. But hey, you know, it is what it is, and that's what makes tabletop a little bit different. But we'll double check all that this time. Things may have changed. I don't know. This is we have to approach it from fresh, and we'll see what is fresh and new and what isn't, and if they've changed anything in the stuff we're used to through the pre-release playthrough. 56 minutes after the hour. We'll be starting at the top of the hour. Howdy, howdy, if you're just tuning in. Please say hi in the chat. Speaking of, let me put the chat right next to the screen so that if somebody should jump into the chat and want to say hi or talk about Dungeons and Dragons. And I was very angry. You might also be... You also might notice that I was one of the people that put out the videos talking about the sex problem with the people at Baldur's Gate and their perversions. And frankly, illegal sexual activity in the form of fantasy. And you know what? You're just... To me, they're deviants. So all the years growing up playing and all the different Dungeons and Dragons games I've played with people over the years, I've never thought of some of the things these people think are, oh, that's what I've always wanted to play in Dungeons and Dragons. That's what I've always wanted to do. You know what? You're a deviant. Okay. I'm like, well, let's put all politics aside. That's politics. This is different. This is sexual perversion. Alright? And just... But the developers did go back and start putting in a bunch of check marks, and you're gonna... I didn't let you see this loaded up. I loaded it up. And as soon as it loaded up, it put something on the screen saying, if you want to opt out of seeing any nudity, then click this. And then you go into the options in here, and it says, show genitals? Really? You people are something else, man. So, you really are. So if we look at some of the options here for gameplay. Show genitals? Show cinematic nudity. Share private moments? No, thank you. You know, and sure, I can understand it to some degree, but no. So, too much. Too much. You people are sick. You really are. You're really sick people. 1 minute, we'll get going here. People like myself contacting Interpol, demanding they should be arrested. And at the end of the day, I believe they still should be arrested. I think they need to be prosecuted for even including some of the things they've included in Baldur's Gate 3. No shielding yourself under the guise of fantasy. You're deviants. You are as lawful evil as the alignment is, for sure. It's 4 o'clock. Howdy, howdy. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Kineas, and yes, we have to start over. Yes, you have to start over. So I've loaded up all my old games to see if I could get any of them to work. Nada. Nah, you don't get your load save game options. So of course, and it's not anything to be upset about. I don't mind. I don't care. Get to start over, and we did learn a lot from our first few playthroughs. You know, we even learned how to beat the Githyanki Patrol without cheesing. Just duking it out with them. Alright, so we're going to create a new game here, and there's 3 new options. I don't recall these screens before, but you can approach it as an explorer. Narrative experience, placing story before combat. A balanced adventure full of challenging choices. And tactician. A tough campaign emphasizing strategic combat. You know, that's more my style. I may not be the best at it, but I like that. Alright. In the introduction, when I was talking about my screen name and role-playing character and broadcast name Kineas, that's the name I'm going to create and be using. We're going to create Kineas. He's a human fighter. I'll be quiet for all of this and let you enjoy the cinematic. I am Kineas. So, I was going to point out that... No, I don't see it here. Your name is Tav. And these are characters we haven't met in the pre-release. Karlach and the Dark Urge. Alright. This is laid out a little bit differently, so give me a moment while I get my bearings. These were on the top. Generate a character with a random race, class, background, and appearance. No, can't do that. I would love to try, and I know that there are more powerful combinations that you can put together. Right? There are... Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe 5th edition, everybody's kind of the same. But either way, there are ways you can put together to just really maximize your stats, right? Or whatever you're interested in doing. In this case, I am sticking to the character that I created years ago. Alright, so he's a human male. And where do you change the sex? Because he's not a female. Do 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 do. So before, everything was laid out pretty easy to understand where things were. And they had a little symbol you could click to switch it back and forth, and now I don't see it. Do you see it? Where did they hide it? Do 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 do. Aha. Oh, you guys. The male and the female look exactly the same. Oh, my goodness. Oh, the complexion. Oh, they're like, during the development, Meaning, oh, the customization that you can do is mind blowing. It's like, come on, I played. You're trying
Where
to
to next?
you're trying to upsell something that's not there.
What was that?
Let's hope the locals are friendly.
Hells. Something just woke up down here.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
It's opened.
More of those wretched things.
Why are they including the female voices? I want to again. Okay, it's them. I got to remember who I'm dealing with here.
There's magic keeping this.
Where to next?
And the voices that you get are all the same voice.
What was that?
Let's hope the locals are friendly.
That sounds like the first guy to me.
Hells.
Be wary.
That sounds
This place is trapped.
that sounds like the first two guys to me.
It's opened.
More of those wretched things.
That sounds like the first three guys we've heard.
There's magic keeping this chest.
Where to next?
You know. Yeah. Hilarious. All right, where's the hair now? Why'd you guys make it difficult? Where's the hair now? Do. That's what is going on? Gads, people. All right, there it is, over to the side. They move things, and I'm not looking at the whole screen, I guess. Not at all. Hey, no, that's cool. Normally he's a clean-shaven guy. Oh. Standard barbarian type. Or, you know, he's a human. He used to be an ocean kind of guy. No tattoos, no body art. Pretty straightforward. No makeup. Yeah, he's just a fighter. That's who he is, man. Living for the blades. Any kind of blade, any kind of bladed weapon. Well, just anything. You know, that's one of his distinctions. Is the joke about him is, you know, he'll kill you with a fork. Becoming proficient at everything to destroy something else. And in most towns, like where they confiscate all your weapons. So it was kind of a joke early on. The dungeon master we had when I first messed with this character. Okay, now how do we okay this? Proceed. That's what he would do. You know, take all your stuff away from you, and it gets kept at the Bailey or whatever. See, they start you out as Tav. See, Tav. If you're interested, they ran this murder mystery before the game started, in the 2 weeks before it started, called Blood in Baldur's Gate. And every day you've got the community voted which place to unlock. And you're the detective, and you're out there trying to figure it out day by day, and the community participated, and then, cool, yeah. Anyway, the point is that's Tav. Tav is the main character of Blood and Baldur's Gate, the detective. Okay? So when you first create your character in here, they offer you the name Tav to allow you to continue to be that character, I suppose. But we could call him Tav Kinius, you know? So maybe, Kinius made it over here and changed his name to Tav for a while and was a detective, and I don't care. I don't know that by choosing Tav that you would get any hidden bonuses. I've never asked, and I haven't seen anything on it. All right. So, there's our stats so far. I don't appreciate not being able to roll. That's one of the funnest parts of Dungeons and Dragons. Sometimes having to re-roll. I mean, you know, with video games, it's like, restart. You're gonna keep restarting until you get the stats that you want. So I don't appreciate not being able to roll. Because sometimes you just get lucky. Even without having to re-roll and re-roll and re-roll. 5th edition is a trip, man. I've been playing with people that have... With my character, Gnome, all of my rolls for this new character that I created were all crap. And didn't match my class. I said, I'm going to create a character totally random. And I don't care what the dice roll. I don't want to waste time creating a character. I don't want to put any thought into it. I'm just going to roll, and whatever the dice pick for me, I'm going to randomize everything. So I had a character done in like 5 minutes. But because there was no thought put into it, you know, he ended up being a cleric, but none of the dice, you know, he had no wisdom. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. And he's turned out to be a really good character. Okay. Let's go back. Where do we get to modify our stats, right? No, that's it. Fighter. So we get the second wind, which is really nice. It's kind of cheesy. You do one of those Keanu Reeves Matrix moves, karate moves, where you're like, I don't know. You'll see it. Remember the old proficiency classes, like, you know, just bladed weapons and this and that? I wish they kind of had that. Now it's just kind of great weapons. Okay, background acolyte. Ah, yes, that would be soldier. So, athletics and intimidation for the human fighter. Abilities. Okay, you get to fudge numbers a little bit here, but see if they've changed anything. Clear. So this is different. As far as I know. Sign bonus. Can't go above 17. Can't go above 15. You can only put 1 plus 2 somewhere. So that only allows you to take 1 stat to 17. Yeah? Let's remove some points. Can't get it to 18. Can't bring that up any higher. You had a +1 somewhere? Ah, you do. I see. They won't let you. They won't let you put it on the same one. Charisma would be nice for trading, but you kind of get, yeah, you still end up with a lot of money. It'd be nice to do all that bartering with the. I'll show you the bartering with the tradesmen. You know, and if you have a good charisma, it's gonna help your trading and making more money on items. But I'd rather have these stats. So definitely prone to getting jacked by magic. Let's double check, make sure we got everything since they've moved things. But they don't let you like type in anything. I'm from Earth and I ended up going through a nexus and I ended up in Forgotten Realms and that seems to be it, folks. So let's move forward then. I don't want to waste too much time in the character thing here. Move on for you. So they didn't say choose a guardian. What they said last time and how they phrased it was, who do you dream of? Okay? So it's interesting that they've chosen this because you have a lot of strange thoughts about this in the game. So Kin's love is a wood elf, right? And her name is Case Wanindra. That's my wife's character. Okay. And she is a wood elf. And isn't it funny that the woman who is responsible for the faces looks like all the females in some way? Wood tone. And we can leave the hair that way as long as we get the fellow right, or she'll get all mad. Grain, no. Yikes. Jeez, Dayglow, come on. My lord. You have to choose that for a blonde hair. Because everything's Dayglow. You don't need a light spell when you're traveling around with somebody that has hair that bright. Okay. All right. Let us venture forth and get this show on the road, as they say. You know him again. Thanks for putting that crap in my eyeball. I have this little spiky teeth worm thing running around my head. Yeah, I hope your friend's dead. I'm an Illuminati. Part of the Illuminati. World Economic Forum. Klaus Schwab and all the people that created the head developer of this game. Again, I think this... It's not again. Maybe I said it in the first playthrough. I believe this is Elturel. Ed Greenwood, what say you? This is Elturel, right? Or maybe not, because when we get there... Yeah, maybe not. Because when we get there, they already have people that have come back from Elturel. Refugees. So yeah, we definitely need the bigger picture on this. It'll be neat to find out what it is. Need to do an amazing job with this. Bravo. The 9-year-old kid in me is just like, holy moly. can't remember which Dungeons and Dragons game it was. There's just basically the idea is that that's probably one of the greatest cinematics we've ever had so far in any D&D game. But I particularly think back to the ones that were still in like 486 days. Again, that 9-year-old kid was like, holy moly. I knew graphics would be great in the future. Didn't really expect this. Okay. So I did leave the tips on to go through this if anybody's interested. Basic movement, move to start your adventure. Click on the ground or hold left mouse button to move towards your cursor. So there's holding on the ground to move towards my cursor. To interact with an item, it'll highlight if it's interactable. So the pod we just came out of, well, might as well. Camera controls may frustrate you a little bit. You need to be have one hand on WASD, and then Q and E, and then they never added in a tilt. There's no way to tilt the camera up and down. And that's going to really make you mad sometimes when you really, really want to look up. Because in 5th edition, you can shoot from multiple levels. So there could be people two or three stories or tiers, kind of wherever, however you want to look at it, levels above you. And you can't tilt your head up. So targeting things can be really weird. You have to zoom out and move the camera and try to find the right spot to target somebody above you. So try not to lose your cool with that. And there is stuff you can take, and you actually can get some experience in here if you destroy things, if it's destroyable. So these are some sort of like tablets with histories on them. That one looks different. That's just an onyx. But this slab
project into your mind. An autoloid hurtling through the plains, resplendent with psionic energy.
All right, if you right click, if you click on it and it doesn't give you an option, right click, pick up and add to wares, use, throw, or examine. Examine just brings up the description. A rune slate. Holding this, that text is so hard for my old eyes. Holding this tablet causes a flash of inscrutable images to appear before the eyes before vanishing. Man, they make it so small. They have all of this box to fill up with text, and they make it like 6 point. Crap, man. Have mercy. Maybe there's a UI text thing in here somewhere. I'll have to try to look. All right. Pick it up. Okay. When you have companions later, and you get things like books, scrolls, and tomes, you might want to give them to them. And sometimes reading, if you either read the book or somebody else read the book, it can, certain books can impart inspiration. That's the word I'm looking for. Unfortunately, I don't have a bow. I want to smack this thing, but goo pops out. But there should be some devices around here. Let's see if we can hit this thing. So main hand attack. If, no, can't reach it. Okay. Maybe this one? Okay, what do you mean can't reach it? Let's try to smack it. Sometimes, if you hit something, I need to find something I can hit, show you. So we can hit this thing. Okay. As soon as you swing, you don't immediately... I was clicking on it to see if we could swing again, and it doesn't. The point I'm trying to make is, if you want to repeatedly swing at something over and over, like a door, that's probably the best example, a door, and hold down your left control key. So that allows you to, as long as you're holding it, you can keep swinging. Okay, but if you don't, you have to click your sword again, or choose one of these options. Pommel strike, lacerate, rush attack, main hand attack, and dip. If you have poisons, you can dip your weapon into it. So let's see if we can open the chest. We found 11 gold. And we can't hit that one. Alright. There are some, there were in the playthrough, some illithid things, more illithid items around this place. So I apologize if it seems like I'm wasting time, but you never know where they have added something.
Someone else got out.
They have these little spiky bombs and things you can throw and use as weapons.
Maybe other survivors.
Let's try to hit it. Can you do any damage? No. Okay, here is a mind flayer. They dig their onyx.
Good.
Any proper illithid wouldn't be caught dead without their onyx on them.
This is the pool that thing came from. The parasite now writhing behind your eye.
Reach toward the pool. Investigation. Investigate the pool. I'm not the smartest. 3. Leave. Although I'm not the smartest, sure. We'll investigate and do a skill check. General tutorial. Some dialogue options require a skill check. A dice roll that must meet or exceed a target number. Your character's skills add a bonus to this roll. I probably have negatives. Yeah, I do. So I'm not smart. He's not a smart guy. But maybe we'll get to put points towards that and make him a little bit smarter. But for the most part, he's just a brute. He's just a soldier fighter. So he actually has a -1 to this roll. And that is a DC, they call it a DC, difficulty class. And a 10 is pretty much average. So he's like, I ain't investigating squat.
You notice nothing more than meets the eye.
It's a pool of goo with the squirmy things. Let's reach towards the pool. Oh. Alright. We have suffered some damage. We're, wounded enough to be concerned. So, this object over here with the blue glowing tentacles. If you take damage right away, run to one of these and activate it.
I feel better.
You feel fantastic. If you have to run back, you slip up and make a mistake, don't be too prideful. Run back and heal yourself. By the way, this is going to be a long experience. All right, so you should probably know that right now. You're going to invest a lot of time if you're going to play this game. There are, I suppose, it just depends on how you play. You might just beeline it through. But there's always more.
Images of goblins, their habits and histories flash into your mind.
So, yeah, you could just zip through things, but there's a lot going on in this little world here. So let's pick that up. That's new, as far as I don't recall ever seeing a goblin body before. So I'll take your gold. Should leave you at least one for the ferryman, but you know what they say, don't pay the ferryman.
A schematic of a nautiloid flashes into your mind. Nerves, sinews, as much living being as ship.
So these, I think some of these are new, because I believe you only got 3 last time. Not picking up anything on that one.
Here goes nothing.
So they added some more, but they don't seem to do anything. This seems new.
1,000 years of humanoid history. Elves, dwarves, humans, and more flash behind your eyes.
Yeah, I don't recall books before. Alright, if you're squeamish or easily grossed out, I must warn you, there are some things coming up that are kind of gross. So, heads up. Gird your mental loins, kind of thing. I want to find a bow.
Help us. Release us.
So, if you may have noticed that when I smacked him, I did get experience points. I'm holding down control, or normally again you have to click one of these, like main hand attack.
Trapped.
Every time to initiate a strike, I just click left control. Try to get out of the caustic goo.
Help us.
All right, let's try to find some others to smack up.
Release us.
Yeah, if you get it on you, it's not very nice.
We are here.
Oh,
Here.
ouch. Oh no, I was saying, you know what? I better be careful. I'm gonna kill myself over here, and I'm gonna have to run back. And sure enough, I killed myself. Dum da dum dum dum. Yeah. Too cavalier from playing it and thinking that I'm tough at this point and forgetting that I'm not. You feel pretty mighty and empowered. There's a group of the Githyanki Patrol in this game early on that just maddens people. They're so hard. They're so incredibly hard. Good thing we've been through here now. We already know that. Just some gold up here, and we can get back to where we were, and I'll try not to be so stupid. Where's that chest? And the onyx, and this thing. Yeah, oh, it's over here. You can jump. I don't know if you can jump from this height. We can try it. Yeah, you can. The jump is neat. Heal the body. Onyx.
Good.
Yeah, definitely. My thoughts exactly. Heal up.
Let's see what this does.
I feel better.
Pass through the sphincter, thank you. Just what everybody wanted to do when they're playing D&D is pass through a giant sphincter. Look at how good we did sphincters, dude. Nobody can beat the sphincters we created in Baldur's Gate.
Don't mind if I do.
Be much easier to do if we had a bow. I almost want to run out and try to find a bow, come back in here, shoot all that stuff. Trying to think of where I might find one, and that's a long way away.
We are trapped.
Okay, let's try this and try not to get killed this time. Yeah, that goo juice is no good. Already 9. See if we can get one more hit in. Get back.
Release us.
Back through the sphincter.
At the ready.
Oh, it's closed.
We are trapped. Release us.
Get back. Get back.
We are here. Here. We are trapped. Help us.
All right, we'll do this and then we'll come back. We'll go get healed and come back and finish them. But that's how you maximize your experience points. Even right here, just get as much as you can. You're gonna need it. Okay, like I said, be prepared for grossness.
Yes, you've come to save us from this place. From this place you'll free us.
The exposed brain quivers in expectation.
Please. Before they return. They return.
So who am I talking to? A man or a brain? I think you're past the point of saving. Tell me what to do. You sound afraid. Why?
A newborn. Born new from this husk.
You know no creature like this. One that is more brain than person.
I'm not very friendly. So I'm playing my character the way he is. One moment. The lovely Case 1 Indra has the wood elf that she is has just blessed me with some food. So I want to hit him. But I gotta go heal now and then come back and try to finish him. Hit this one, the others go, but nope, not that time.
Odd.
Dang it. Eight. Five. No, the other way. Back to the thing. Trust me, it may seem boring. You're going to want those experience points. Any experience point is a good point. If I should forget to neglect something, please chastise me. It'd be so lovely to tilt the camera and see what's going on out there.
Abomination. This is your end.
That's new.
Your head throbs and your skin tingles. Visions rush past. A dragon's wing, a silver sword, and a flash of your face seen through the strange woman's eyes.
My head. What is this? Skvar. You are no thrall. Vlaakith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive.
Lizelle, huh? What made you think I was a thrall? I don't even know what a thrall is. He's too dumb to know.
First, we exterminate the imps. Then we find the helm and take control of the ship.
That's new.
We will address the matter of a cure for this infection once we reach the material plane.
Get ready to fight. Combat happens in rounds, and each participant gets a turn to act. The game pauses around you doing combat, so you have time to plan your actions. All right. So, okay, the white line indicates your movement and how far you can move. You see where it turns magenta? That's the end of your movement. But one way to get a little bit of extra movement is by using the jump. So let me hit, I want to hit escape. I want to click on jump. Right? And that kind of saves all that movement by just getting there. So now if I wanted to move, that's still pretty much the same. It'll still come in handy using that jump. All right, target, and then strike. Now you still have movement. If you still have that movement at the end of your attack, you can use it. So don't just stop there. If you've got movement and you want to use it for anything, use it. You can also do other activities like hide or shove. She's got the bow. So she will start moving up. Again, if I just hold down control, I can choose which one I want to strike with. I don't have to press any of these buttons down here. But you can choose to do interesting things like a rush attack, a pommel strike, lacerate. So let's try a lacerate. This little fella here. He failed to save, so we lacerated the poor bugger. Now, I'm going to let myself be hit because I want to show you how it handles opportunity attacks. And I don't want you to suffer. Well, I've got to, yeah, I could probably take the hit. Let's say I'm acting all cool and I want to jump over him and get behind him, right? If you don't get directly behind him, even when you move past him, creatures in the game get opportunity attacks. And that's the same thing with you. If something tries to rush by you, you'll get an opportunity attack. So he might get one on me as I try to jump over him. No, because I landed a little bit too close. Let me try to move away from him now. I'm surprised he's not taking an opportunity attack. But be aware of that. And me, I will probably slip up a bunch of times here and draw opportunity attacks onto myself. And so let me scoot back up on him then.
Surprisingly adequate in battle. Now,
Check them for loot. Ah, excellent. He's got a crossbow. Why an imp needs a crossbow, I don't know, but make sure you loot all the bodies. That was one of the things I was telling you about. Initially in the rooms before, they had these things, a couple of these lying around. Spiked bulb. The barbs inside this bulb explode on impact, making all nearby creatures bleed. And we get a skull. Looks like a scimitar. Yep. And the crossbow. So they've just given you more bodies to play with in this little area this time to loot from and get a little booty. Okay, check around. See if they've added anything or things we can destroy. Like that thing. Lozelle is probably too close. Okay, if you want to split up your party, right here, toggle group mode. I'm going to hit that container and it might spill out some of that goo that might end up hurting us, right? So I need to get her out of the way first. So I split the party by doing that. You can make everybody hide at once by toggling that one. But split the party, click on Lozelle, and then click someplace else, away from where the goo might fly. I think I can destroy that. Just console. All right. And then bring the party back together. And a place we can heal, which is nice. It seems they've changed up the interior in here a little bit. Definitely different. That's not how you meet Lozelle previously. That was cool though. I really enjoyed that cutscene they did there where she's jumping over you. Very nice.
Ship won't be able to take another dragon attack. We need to get out before it's too late.
This is new. A healing potion. You want to center the camera. Hit the home key. Okay. Maybe not. Home key. There we go. Okay.
Istik, back! Touch nothing without knowing its purpose.
But darn it, it's so much fun pushing buttons, Lizelle. I've never really seen buttons like this before.
Damn it! You! Get me out of this damn thing!
We have no time for stragglers.
Look for a latch that might open the lid. There's no time. I need to get out of here. I'll go look around. There must be some way to get this thing open. And leave. I am a good guy.
Try that contraption next to the pod. They did something to it when they sealed me in. Hurry! Please!
He should be in this room over here. This little guy runs by, and I think you can attack him. I don't recall, but he doesn't attack you. Okay, they've moved the body. The key was up there, up on the stairs.
How many hosts of these gay infected?
The dazed woman is trapped inside the pod. She doesn't notice you.
Corpse. Another one of those eldritch runes. A bottle and some gold. I don't think the bottles are good for anything but selling.
For what?
Actually, you can do crafting, so maybe you do need bottles. But it wasn't. All you could do was like one thing before. But there was supposed to be crafting.
Brain in a jar.
Yeah, what am I pulling that for? I is your standard role-playing game key for inventory. I don't know if you need this thing. And I just love destroying things. I wonder if they have these modrons later on, these automatons. A humanoid brain. So they do have these automatons later roaming around. And I don't know how deep this game goes. But it's such a unique item that I feel compelled not to destroy this. Two more healing potions. That's bravo. Alright. Sorry, Lizelle. I'm still a human and I love touching things. Place your hand on the console.
As you place your hand on the pod, you hear something. A presence connected to the pod, commanding the person inside to change.
Changed at the pull of a lever. How? If we are not purified, this may be our fate.
We need to get out of here.
Oops.
It's our turn.
I'm really sorry about that. All right, so back out here. Now, the key. Let's see if we can kill this thing. All right, initiative. And she has a pommel strike. And that is the end of her turn. And I'm at the end of my turn, but I also get a pommel strike. Don't forget that you do have these bonus actions or extra actions, secondary actions that you can do. Now the key opens this box. And that has the thing you need to let Shadowheart of her cage. I'm sorry, I'm kind of spoiling that. Telling you her name before she introduces herself. Lizelle, you need to move. So let's split the party again. Click on Lizelle. Get her. No. Oh, crap. No. Get her to move over here. I'm so sorry about that, Madam. Muscle spasm. Okay. Is that another? Is that doesn't say slave mind? That's different. Dark mind.
Another brain.
I don't know. Seems like that's going to be an object we're going to just have in our storage. I hope they haven't changed storage. It's like a box of holding. I'm praying that is the case. Because it is the best box of holding ever. Okay. So now, the item that you found in the box will allow you to mess with this.
The console appears dormant.
There's a socket in the console shaped like a rune you found. Insert it.
The console hums to life. But what is its purpose? Will it free the captive or transform her like that other unfortunate?
He's too dumb to do Arcana.
Suddenly,
You can try.
squirming in your
I could try. And
the parasite. Then discomfort fades, and another sensation washes over you. Connection. Authority.
Illithid wisdom. Will the pod to open.
You feel the biomechanical brain of the console process your command and yield to it. A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
I am sated. That's what Satan sounds like when he has the stuffy nose. I am sated.
Thought I was done for. I thought that damn thing was going to be my coffin. Thank you.
Your mind lurches into her thoughts. You feel her gratitude, but also guardedness. And above all, a will to survive.
Ah, my head.
We're in each other's
I
heads.
did. It must be because of those parasites they put in us. We need to deal with that. First, we have to get off this thing. Let's join up.
No, you're on your own.
Shadowheart.
Nah.
One moment. There's no time to spare. Lead the way.
All right.
Aggression. Another mystery.
Well, he failed his 2 Arcana over here because he's done. But he did get this one. So by looking at this one, he picked up the word aggression. Let's try it with Shadowheart.
Well, this isn't enlightening. It means nothing to me.
All right, let's try it with Lizelle. Have her try to read the first and the third. She can't make it out.
Sigil I cannot
She can't make it out. I don't want to spoil what those other two do then, but I will, since I picked up aggression, I'm going to go ahead and press it. Because Kineas loves pushing buttons.
She made them hostile.
Oh my, they have come alive and are hostile unto us. That's what I love. I do wish they had like a defend. I mean, in D&D 5th edition, they've got all these cool little bonus things. But when you have extra action or movement, and you know, right now would be a good time to put yourself into a guarded position because the other person is going to have their motion next, right? So then to be able to put yourself now into a I'm ready, a defensive posture. I'm going to probably start home brewing that in. Not enough movement, right? But I still have movement. But I'd rather use it to be defensive. She's just going to end the turn. What? 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 Why us? We didn't push it. A tin cup. And some gold. A bronze ring. Okay. And Shadowheart is a little bit wounded. So we can click on her and have her. Click on Shadowheart. Have her go here. And Lazelle's in fine shape. Okay, bring the group back together. They're too far apart. Lazelle's just a touch too far. Not you, Shadowheart. Lizelle. It is finicky on the click there. If a character is too far away from the party and you try to bring them back together, it will leave that party member out. So pay attention to that. You don't want to leave anybody behind, which I've done, and all of a sudden they're way on the other side of the map. That's no fun. Okay, we're all healed up. This room right here.
We are nearing the helm.
Okay,
Once
this
inside,
part here.
Do as I say.
All right. When she says you're nearing the helm, and you're in this room with just the healing object, a healing device, this is a really good time to save your game. I'll go ahead and overwrite the save there on autosave 1 and Nautilus in Hell, but I'm going to create a new one as well. So, call this Kineas livestream. One. Okay. There is, well, I'll show you.
Connect the nerves of the transponder. We must escape. Now.
Now.
Okay. So, the Mind Flayer and those demons and the imps were attacking, so that we know that the imps now and the lesser Hellsboar are not friends with the Illithid. Okay. One moment here. I need to pause and think about this and talk to you about it for a second. But I also want to take a bite of this lovely food that Christine brought and take a sip of soda and okay. Spoiler, if you don't want it, I guess, I don't know, man. This could take me a long time. This guy here, the demon, Commander Zulk, level 8. He's got that flaming longsword on him. In the pre-release, if you could kill him fast enough, you can get that longsword. Or the a great sword. Alright. But you've got to make it through these guys first. And a spoiler again, if you don't do this fast, he is going to have some backup show up at the last minute. He's going to have some buddies show up and they're going to ruin your day. So you kind of want to try to be done with as much as you can, as fast as you can. And then the goal still is, he told you to get to ignore this. The Mind Flayer told you to ignore this and get to the console. So that means you have to travel all the way back to this part of the ship. and touch that console. Or one of you does. And, spoiler, you can't see them yet, but there's more crap back here. So yeah. So we need to deal with these guys as fast as possible and keep moving forward. These things are actually great to throw, and they can cause damage, but it could end up doing an area of effect and not permit you to get over there to attack that guy. But they're interesting items to pick up and throw for damage. Alright, I'm gonna go try to pick, by the way, you can loot, but I was gonna say, these things probably don't spend a whole lot of time looting and tooting. So I'll use up the rest of my movement going there. Alright. He did a mind blast. Shield of Faith. Level 1 Abjuration. Protect a creature. I'm sorry, I had food in my mouth, and that's just gross. A level 1 Abjuration, protect a creature from attacks, increase its armor class by 2. Protect a creature from attacks, increase its armor class by 2. She is able to do this on herself. And you click it, and then you click yourself or somebody in your immediate vicinity. So, and that ends her turn.
Victory awaits.
All right. You can also run, and dash. Okay. So dash, it waits for you to kind of click where you want to go, and then it gives you your running indicator, how far you can go in your dash. So if I just stretch it straight out in front, yeah, she can move pretty darn far. All she's got to do though is make it to there, and then strike. Saying she didn't have enough resource action. I thought she, well, either way. She used up too much movement then. Either way, she gets her secondary attack. That's all of her actions. Nothing else is highlighted. Fiery bolt on Lizelle. Critical miss. Okay. I have that crossbow. Open up my inventory. They're still going to run forward, but I don't want to miss the opportunity to they've changed the layout of the character sheet, I think. Ranged weapons are here. It will take a round. Sometimes to switch weapons. So because I switched and loaded it, it's not going to allow me to use it this round. Which is a drag. Well, lesson learned, so you know, to pass on. It will take that one round to load it. See about picking that up and putting that in our inventory. Yeah. And we might have enough movement to check that body out. Take it. We don't have any other actions, but we have a second win. And this is going to provide 2 to 11 healing, and we're at 9. We don't probably need it now. Might need it in a second, though.
Take the or Dario will have your head.
Tentacle Lash. Ranged attack unto me. There's another crossbow. This is where I might draw an opportunity of attack. Okay. So Shadowheart's next to him, but she's, let's say, for whatever reason, she decides not to attack this round and to just dip out and go grab and loot this body before moving on. If I just click to move, that imp might get a opportunity attack. There is a way for you to retreat from a battle without drawing an opportunity attack, and that is disengage. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take one for the team and show you. Let me try to get around and see if the thing it takes its opportunity attack. Opportunity attack. Leaving an enemy's melee range will allow them to attack you as a reaction. Avoid this by taking the disengage action first. She picks up crossbow. And I don't know if that guy's close enough, but she's gonna try to do a guiding bolt. 4 to 24 damage, 46 radiant damage. The next attack roll against this target has advantage. The next attack roll has advantage. All right, so that'd probably be the the Illithid, but see if we can cause him any damage. A little bit. Then she still gets her movement. She can run out of here, check this body out. And that's the end. Let's see, she's got a bonus. She can take a healing potion, but she doesn't need it. Nobody to shove, no poison to dip into. Done with it, and she can't run, but she can probably jump over there and snag those things. And she's still got, she can move a foot. Okay. Now we have the crossbow equipped. And now we can close in on him. But we might as well just... Well, now it's just the point of the matter. Alright, so we got him. I'm going to do my action surge. My second win. And then you click yourself. So he's now back to full health. We still have our movement. I'm gonna run over here and examine this Gith, and then I'm probably gonna start trying to attack that fellow there.
No traps, please.
No. But this one has an amethyst. I'm gonna come around his backside.
Throw them both in the
She has a firebolt. 1d10 on Commander Zulk. He has a lot of hit points. She's going to not do anything right now, but stay right there for a moment. Lizelle needs to close the distance fast. She's a brute. We might not have enough movement to attack, but we do. Critical hit, but he's got so many points.
If this ship hits the ground, we're dead.
I just drew an opportunity attack. Spun him around. Lucky me. 4 to 13. Pommel strike 1 to 4. Piercing shot 4 to 11. Main hand 4 to 13. 4 to 13. But let's try to make it bleed. Pommel strike. And then hope and pray he doesn't hit.
Kill them. Your spine is mine.
How bad is this guy hurt? He's down to 27 points. It's almost a... It's a bonus action. I was gonna say she might try to heal that guy. It's better to have him focused on this guy than on us. Or she just might try another firebolt. But if that guy goes down, well, we'll have to just try it. Let's see if she gets her bonus action to heal. No. This is a new one for me. Astral knowledge. I don't know. Gain proficiency in all skills of a chosen ability. In all skills of a chosen ability. Gain proficiency in deception, intimidation. Da 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 da. We don't have time for that right now, actually. Astral knowledge, strength. Okay, a rush attack, 4 to 7 damage. A hamstring attack, 2 to 7. Lacerate, 4 to 13. Main hand, 4 to 13. Didn't do much at all. She also has that second wind ability, but doesn't need it at the moment. And she doesn't get her pommel strike attack this round. Okay, buddy, you've got to do something here, man. Make it happen. No, that's not making it happen. He's down to 10 points. Why can't she heal? What's going on with her? I don't have anything weird equipped. Silly, she's not gonna do much. Come on, Lizelle, come on. Not good enough. Yeah, time is running out. His partner's going to show up, and then we've got to beeline it over to that console. But having that here they come. Darn it. That's why you want to save.
Your turn now. Come a little closer.
Take a good minute to read that while I'm chewing over here. So yeah, he and that's why you save if you want to get that longsword. That way you can save and go back and try again. In this case, without doing that, we're just not going to get it. He already just one hit and took out Shadowheart. So things did not go our way this time. And we weren't able to hurt him much at all. So now one of you has to, well, you can leave her behind or try to get her. Or one of you has to make a beeline over to the console as fast as possible. And we'll try that again, but I want to try it again. I would really like that greatsword. And I want to see if the dice will roll a little bit our way. And even the dice roll for this Illithid. Fighting him so he lasts a little bit longer. And we got to figure out why Shadowheart couldn't cast heal on him. It's possible to do it. They may have seems like they shortened it up a little bit there to stop you from doing it. Maybe it just feels that way, but feels like that was a little bit speedier, that we got a couple more attacks off normally. Is there anything Shadowheart can do to buff anybody? Nope. Here we go again.
Connect the nerves of the transponder. We must escape. Now.
Oh, you know what?
We'll deal with the Geich after we escape.
Let me, pardon me. It might, I might not be right at all. But let me go back to that load point and see if we now, at this point in the start of the game here, we have the ability to do any sort of short resting. Before we do that, I hadn't thought of that, to look over there and see if we could do a short rest. We certainly can, and I would take advantage of that.
I'll feel that one later.
Okay. So now let me save it again. But yep. I was thinking I'm like, why did Lizelle run out of, I don't know, healing? And maybe it was, you know, she used them up. So I thought, well, man, she needs a short rest before we run in there. And so yes.
Connect the nerves of the transponder. We must escape. Now. Let these intruders burn us alive!
We need to get out of here. Now.
Not enough movement.
Concentrate.
So she hit him. I don't see if he's saved or not. That should make him more prone to getting hit, I think. Yeah, the guiding bolt. See, when you highlight it over him, it shows the the bonus effect underneath him in green, guiding bolt. But in this case, it didn't help. But now she can still move. She's gonna so go pick up one of those things, but let's try to get him. Nope. Mind Flayer's got 47. 34.
Ignore the devil. We must take the transponder.
I want that sword, Lizelle. Please let me have the sword, Lizelle. Inflict wounds 3 to 30 damage. Wahaha. Did squat. Palm strike. Critical hit. Enter. Oh, he just
This ship hits the ground.
jacked the mind flare. He is tough now. They don't want you to take his sword. Oh, and now she can't cast it. So now she can't cast the healing word. She blew her spell. And he's gonna get taken out. Take it from the top. I want that sword, Lizelle. I won't do it too many times. If I can't get it after a dozen more times, then I'll try it a dozen more. No, not really. If I can't get it in the next couple of tries, then we'll just move on and just you won't get the sword this time around. Okay, we already did our short rest. Can you do a long rest? No, just another short.
A little longer now.
All right. Yep, we get it.
Let these intruders open! Burn us.
We need to get out of here now.
Take 3. Oh, he didn't die that time.
Got to press on. Take your
Didn't help him. There he is. So weird seeing an imp flying around with a crossbow.
Rosario will have your head!
So using the jump there, I was able to jump, and then I still had plenty of movement left over to go up and strike that guy and then even get into position over here. Just have a run up. What's his state? He's fine. She's gonna... I don't think she can charm. I don't want to do anything with her right now. Do the same thing with Lizelle. Do a jump. And then what kind of motion? Good. All right. Jag. Wrecked. That's my, yeah, the one live streamer. Wrecked. I love that guy. Dang it. Just can't do any damage to him.
Take two.
Not good.
Leave him to me. Connect the transponder. Or your spine is mine.
If this ship hits the
Ignore
ground,
the devil.
we're dead.
We must take the transponder.
Ah, I don't believe it. Come on, hit him.
Onward.
A big nothing. Dang it. Unbelievable.
Hurry, before they strike.
Come a little closer.
Dang it, dang it, dang it.
Take this ship, or Zariel will have your head.
It's your turn now.
Yep. And then he can lay waste to us.
Swift and lethal.
Disengage.
Taking position.
Yeah, and there's just, unless you're just have rolled, you've rolled crits every time and got lucky. Yeah, just look at, if he gets you one shot, you're done. You got to make it to that console.
Mom's alien transponder. You've made it in time.
Lizelle should be down, but I don't believe she's dead. The Dead Three, Ball, Bane, and Merkel were once mortal men, but ascended to godhood in a strange bargain with Jurgle, the original god of death, murder, and strife.
As you wake, the tadpole squirms in your skull.
No, they changed a few things up there, but just minor.
Other than the infection, you're more or less intact. A miracle, given everything you've been through, but it'll all be for nothing if you don't find help soon. The tadpole is a death sentence, and the clock is ticking. You need a cure.
All right, and now your standard D&D adventure begins. Check everything. There is Shadowheart. She's got that funny thing in her hand. Wake her, reach for the artifact, or leave. Him being him, he doesn't care. It's her toy. So he's just gonna wake her up. He doesn't care.
You're alive. I'm alive. How is this possible?
Doesn't matter. We made it.
True. Seems like we're the lucky ones, judging by all the corpses strewn about. I remember the ship. I remember falling. Then nothing.
What happened to our Gith friend?
You might want to reconsider calling her a friend. Looks like she ran off without us.
We should look for her.
You're more concerned for her than she is for you, clearly. We need to take care of ourselves. First things first, we need supplies, shelter, and most of all, a healer. We might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in our heads.
All right. We better get moving. I better get moving then. Farewell. Yeah, we better stay together.
We need each other, and we both know what's at stake. Can't think of better company.
You're just playing me for the sucker that I am.
One thing, just before we go. I wanted to thank you again for freeing me. It would have been all too easy for you to run right past my pod.
Got some like pattern freckling going on
I'll remember that.
on her skin. You see that? Like
Lead the way.
some lighting, weird lighting artifact. All right. Now I don't know. Let's see here. Can we do a? We can. All right. So, as always, check everything. A liar. None of us are musicians. Okay. Even something as seemingly silly to carry around as a barrel. But if you go into your camp now and do a long rest. Okay. At your camp, you can take a long rest and fully heal your party. You can also manage party members, advance relationships with your companions, store items, and eventually change your character and recruit more followers. Alright, you have a box that's somewhere around here always. It'll always be at your camp. And in this case, it's back here next to Shadowheart's hangout. Pretty nice. She's got a nice swanky setup. All right. Wow, and there's stuff in it. Never had stuff in it before. Mask of the Shapeshifter. It's a legendary item, really. The magic of this mask comes from its gory provenance and makes it perfect for the discerning actor, sleuth, or person with a minor, a mirror and time to kill. Sorry, folks, they make the text small, and maybe it's just the way that I have the UI set up, but it's so hard on my old eyes. Peculiar clothing chest, bewildering adventures pack, generic dye, periwinkle undergarments. Is this just her box? Chatterbox's Tabard, Stream Hopper Loafers, and Channeler's Trunks. Huh. Yeah, that might be hers. We'll look around. I don't think there's anything in these boxes at camp, but we'll just double check. A rotten tomato. No. That might be our box. But it's weird that it's got her stuff in it. Oh, look at that. A smoke powder bomb. Oh, I love blowing stuff up. And 9 gold. Nothing in the table. A barrel of water. Bucket. Alright, well then that must be it. With some of her stuff in it. I mean, those aren't my underwear. Now usually this thing is like a box of holding. That's weird. What is all this crap in here? Bedroll. Some junk on the ground. Equipped by Kineas. Underwear? Really? Up yours. I wouldn't wear something like that. Up yours. Perfect for ambling around in it if you want to dress for your campsite. Needle of the Outlaw Rogue. It's a longsword. Oh no, it's not. It's a dagger. And I've already got a longsword, so I don't think I can equip it. Something of the sea beast. A lute. And a cape of the Red Prince. Equip. And then again, this thing gives you a level 1 illusion spell. But if this box acts the way it did in pre-release, then yeah, it's kind of a box of holding. Okay, that means you can pick up almost everything, and you might find that you... Oh, where's the barrel now? You might actually need to create barriers or things, obstructions in monster pathways. And so you might want to pick up barrels, and you might want to pick up crates and put them in here. If you find that you're in a situation where you need to, again, create a barrier or obstacles. I don't need to be holding the onyx on me right now. Giving somebody an item, you should be able to click and put it onto their character face. We're not using scimitar at the moment, so we're going to put those into the chest. Hand axe is nice. It's some good damage. Those slave mind things, I don't... Slave mind and a dark mind. And then I usually just save all of these for big things I want to blow up. The last playthrough went so well that I really didn't need to blow up anything. I blew up this one hag. She's a pain in the butt. She really is. And I had just been wanting to blow her up. So we'll break these out later when we have like a full party, and we'll read them again and see if it gives anybody any sort of inspiration. And I kind of want to save these two, like the spiked bulb. Don't need the musical instrument. And not crafting anything at the moment, and we don't need our little skulls. And I think we already have one crossbow equipped. So I think this is an extra one as well. This thing allows you to resurrect somebody should you need to resurrect somebody in your party. Keychain, alchemy pouch, camp supply sack. All right. So we're done here. I'll eat to get out of here and to rest. Go over and find a sleep. Usually the sleeping bags are around a fire, but I don't see them now. I think they want. Let's see. Maybe we can just. They've changed camp up. End the day. Yeah. You have enough camp supplies to restore all hit points and spell slots if you long rest. Yes. But we don't really need a long rest and waste it right now. I just wanted to come in and dump items off. So I'm just going to hit no. See if we can do a short rest. Or leave camp. Yeah. Alright, so, yeah, because we didn't need it. Just then. Gold. Nothing. Usually some fish over here. A bucket of fish. And a bucket of fish. And usually something at the end of the pier, a book or so.
Fresh water.
An apple, a bottle of water, and some gold. This is a book about the Wave Mother. I can't think. They call her the bitch queen. She is a somebody that the sailors pray to. And we'll pick that up too. Okay, another barrel over here. Looks like there's another backpack over here. Rope and some pliers. I have never found a use for the pliers.
No traps, please.
Old floppy hat. All right, let's look at our man now. Sporting the cowboy hat. A fish, a bottle, and some gold. Sometimes those aren't just bottles, they're grease bottles. And you know how much fun those can be, right? Let's keep plundering around the seashore, and then we'll come back that way. A letter, a perfumed letter. It's a sad letter. I don't want to. I'll leave that one for you. To figure out on your own. A fish and a bottle. It's a love letter. Okay, bottle of water. Pick up the barrel. Thieves kit. Thieves tools. Intellect Devourer. Nada. A body. Cup. Fish. Gold. A doorway. But it's an ancient door, and I don't think that we can beat it down. You can smack at it all day long. Like the Dungeon Master. No, but it's a door. Yeah. Well, I should be able to beat it down then. No. But I'm the Dungeon Master. Don't argue with me. You can't beat this door down. Okay. Fine. 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 Can't argue with the DM.
More of those wretched things.
Yeah, they are wretched. They are indeed. Oh, I guess that I didn't have the, it says I didn't have the crossbow equipped again. Well. Next rest. Where do they go? If I had the bow, it'd be better to get up on the higher ground over here. She triggered him.
Better stay back. One strike could be lethal.
So yeah, height advantage.
Heading there.
And she doesn't have a bow either. But we'll get up on higher ground anyway. Yeah, can't really do much at the moment. Try to be heroic, do some heroic jump movement. But we are hurting, actually. And we should have taken that rest. I need to do my second wave. Wow. That took him down to 4 points. Alright, she's just gonna come down and then try to kick their asses then. I don't know if he'll take damage for this or not. Negative 1 hit point. Could go prone. Got a bad feeling about this. Yep. No. No, no, no. No, we can't be back that far. Ravage Beach, yeah. Yep. It's gonna get you when you have no hit points. Yeah, it's a good time for a smoke break anyway. Some of the old Toby. Ugh. No. You like I, not very bright. No, really? I'm gonna say all the way back. Really? All the way back. I can't believe I didn't save. Dang it.
You're alive. I'm alive. True. I remember the ship. First things first. We might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in our heads. No, I don't recognize this place. But anything's an improvement on where we just came from. We need each other, and we both know what's at stake. One thing. It would have been all too... Lead the way.
Something good here, I hope.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Fresh water. There must be a settlement nearby.
The sad love letter.
More of those wretched things.
Dagger. Goldfish bottle. Rope pliers. The hat. Save game. Udda. You're gonna do that a lot during this game. Okay. Since we haven't gone to the camp yet, and I can now make sure that I get the dang crossbow equipped. We have that extra crossbow that we wanted to give to her, to Shadowheart. Click on Shadowheart, get that thing equipped. Okay. And now we'll go to camp. These fruity developers, man. But I get it, but so they're gonna allow you to hang out and chill it in camp now, I guess. It seems. I don't know. Wrong person.
Open up.
Definitely a part of the game that I guess I'm not into. We'll read that later with everybody. You can get so heavily encumbered you won't be able to move. So be careful about that. You do want to make sure if you don't need something, you're going to want to come put it in the box. Get it off your person ASAP. Eventually you're going to be like, every little ounce is going to count. And you're going to be so frustrated you can't like drop anymore. Don't need to read the letter anymore. But yeah, the brain things. Bottles. Spiky thing. Don't need the onyx. Honestly, don't even need to be holding any gold right now. Yeah, let's go back to Shadowheart. This is the first time I've ever seen him put a character right next to the box. No, she's good. Save. All right, all right. All right, back to where we were when we died. Let's come up this side. Hopefully we don't draw their attention so fast. And then my guy goes over there. What a dummy.
Vicious filth. Best keep some distance or this will be a short fight.
Well, that's what I was thinking, you know?
Blood comes easy these days.
Need to act fast.
Turns up. Not helping anybody. And then he'll use his extra action. Didn't help him. Man, these things, they turned up the power on them because they normally were pretty easy kill. Look at this. They're just tearing through us. Wanting you to use up all your good, your healing potions. You can survive another hit. Just use the healing potion. A critical. Come here, Squishy. Dang it. We have to start it over because he died. Right? I thought it was a lot longer than that. You know, you get a turn every turn to see if you go negatives. But our main character there just went into the negatives and is officially dead. So now we would have to use one of those revive things. Crazy. Gads. That. Good, he put that on. Okay, that's where we're at. Huh. I think he's going to just kind of run in there this time because going a distance with their new mental psionic abilities, whatever they're doing there, it's not doing any good to stay back and try to pluck him off at a distance. No, don't swing it again, man.
Better stay back. One strike could be lethal.
Yeah, no doubt. What did you just step in? What now?
Perhaps our survival isn't such a distant prospect.
At this rate it is. That was difficult. They're just big brains. They usually have nothing on them. Okay, you have enough camp supplies, and you do need supplies to do this. Oh, so that just stretched the bedding out this time? Okay. No. What do you want?
You strike me as the reliable sort. But are you sure this is a good idea?
Yes, we need some rest.
Fine, but not for too long. Each hour that passes, the thing inside us grows. We need to find a healer. Let's wake up at first light.
Okay.
Maybe we'll get lucky. We're overdue some good fortune. Rest well. We'll need our strength.
All right, now go back to the bedroll. Okay, I also noticed that we can level up. So let me hold off doing the long rest. We've got two little arrows that says level up by our character. We've got the up arrow. So
What now? Still breathing.
So click the level up arrow. Health increased. So we normally roll a d12 for that. Got 8 extra points out of 12. There's our action surge. That's the one I was talking about. You gain an extra action. It's like 2 attacks per round. Initiative. A +3 to initiative. So the higher the dex, the higher your bonus on initiative is. And just saying we're up to 20 hit points. And that's all we get this round. We don't really get any bonuses. Or, we don't get to finagle things. And it's going to be nice being able to go above 5th level this time. Okay. Now, Shadowheart. So she got 17 points now. Channel Divinity, 1 charge. You gain the ability to channel divine energy, starting with 2 effects. Turn undead, and an effect determined by your domain, replenished by short or long rest. Level 1 spell slot unlocked. Turn undead, invoke duplicity. Distract your enemies with an illusion within 3 meters of the illusion. That's one that really never seemed to work right during pre-release, and I hope it works right now. They never seemed to go after it or really understood it. Okay, so now rest. Click on the bedroll. It's gonna use now it's saying 80. Normally it's 40 points, 40 points of food. But now it's saying 80 for just 2 of us. Is it going to say 40 out of 80? 80 out of 80. I've never seen it use so much food before. And it's just 2 of us. It's normally just 40.
Is a mercy.
That's going to make things tricky if you're going to need 80 every time.
Every time they flicker shut, the tadpole seems to twitch behind them. Dragons, Gith, and the hells themselves have come after you. Yet it is this creature that lingers in your skull.
You have to learn to control the tadpole. You sense it can grant you powers. Baldurian intelligence. Force the tadpole out of your mind. Think of home instead. Wisdom. The tadpole influences you. Perhaps you might influence it in return. He's not a smart man. He's just going to focus on finding a cure.
And you will find it. No matter the cost. Your life is your own. No wriggling tadpole is going to change that. Sleep claims you. Determination buoyed by gentle dreams.
What, now they're making you click another time to leave the camp? Huh. Normally that's all you needed to do. Just click it, go to sleep. You're out. That was the beach direction. There's something I think we can pick up and throw. But I need to come around this way. Split the party. She's gonna follow. Gonna pick that thing up. Oh, there's the illithid over here.
Can't slow down.
Potion of speed, a caustic bulb, which explodes, and a void bulb. That's like a little like a black hole kind of thing. It sucks everything into it for a minute, or sucks everything towards it. Fun. Wizard's Bane oil. Coat your weapon in oil. Its target receives a -3 penalty to spell attack rolls and spell save DC, and disadvantage on saving throws for maintaining concentration for 2 turns. The target receives a -3 penalty to spell attack rolls, spell save difficulty class, and disadvantage saving throws for maintaining. Oh, I see. So like hitting a wizard with it, jack up their concentration. Now there was a way to go this way.
Or maybe even more that survived the crash.
There's goblins over there.
What's
Worth
going
checking
on with
for
that
supplies,
rope?
maybe.
Looks unstable somehow.
Approach the sigil on the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
A hand? Anyone?
Slap the hand. What a fumble. You rolled a 1. Critical failing on a skill check means you fail no matter what your ability modifier is. There we go.
That's it! Go on! Keep pulling! Oh. Hello. I'm Gale of Waterdeep. Apologies. I'm usually better at this. A bit shocked, but friend, it's a relief and a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Say, but I know you, don't I? In a manner of speaking. You were on the Norse Lloyd as well.
I was.
I only assume you too were on the receiving end of a rather unwelcome insertion in the ocular region.
They changed how you meet up with Gale, and they changed the dialogue, and I really kind of liked the older dialogue. It's like, you're not a wizard, are you? Ceramophosis.
No use sugarcoating it, is there? The insertee we speak of, this parasite, are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it will turn us into mind flayers? It's a process known as ceramorphosis, and let me assure you, it is to be avoided. You don't happen to be a cleric by any chance, do you? A doctor? Surgeon? Uncannily adroit with a knitting needle?
You seem to know enough about our condition to realize it's beyond most clerics' skills.
Most, no doubt, but I find myself hoping to be in the presence of the few. You don't happen to be one of them.
Can't say that I am. Yeah, they changed this up a bit.
We're most certainly going to need a healer, and soon, too. How about we lend each other a helping hand once more and look for a healer together?
Sounds like a plan.
Most excellent. A parasite shared is a parasite halved. Or something to that effect. Oh, but before you think you're about to embark on a journey with most ill-mannered a man, thank you for pulling me out of that stone. It was an act of foresighted kindness, I assure you. For I have the feeling ample opportunities will present themselves for me to return the favor.
Okay. Beard looks kind of cheesy. Yes, so now we have Gale in our party. And yes, I think there's stuff back that way and this way. Okay, so here is where we pick up Lizelle, I think. Let's see here. Yes. Let's go this way. And there are herbs and things along the road you might want to keep your mouse pointer searching for. Plants and things.
Of course it's dangerous. One of them carved up Zoru's whole...
Let me save right here. Okay.
Yellow as a toad, twice as ugly.
Things can go wrong here.
Leave it for the goblins to kill.
And if it escapes?
So things can go wrong here.
Oh, a guest.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her lips don't move, yet you hear her voice.
Get rid of them.
They've done something wrong when they've introduced this. Again, I pointed that out earlier. It's like this texture artifact that's going on over the skins. Don't worry, I'll get them out of here.
Words flow to
See, like, look around the face as he's moving around.
Grows inside you, and I
You don't see it here, but look at on
Remember how keen she was to
his
become a
face.
nautiloid?
It's like on her wood pattern. See that? Deception. This creature's dangerous. Get out of here. Leave it to me. So you need to make this. If you fail it, you might want to reload.
Let's go. We need to check out that blast. You didn't hear it? Shook our camp good, so we came for a look.
I wonder if this is a shadow thing. You see what I'm talking about? Look at his face when he's moving. Look at all that, like this graininess that's going on. Let me go into the shadows and see if you change the shadow quality of things. Shadow quality, let's change it to high. Yeah, no, not really. No. So I'm gonna have to ask about this one, you know, because that's kind of goofy.
Northwest. Look for Nettie. Whatever your wound, she can mend it.
And be careful. There are goblin traps everywhere.
Nymessa, come.
Enough gawking. Get me down.
Observe and listen. You'll hear goblins.
You know, I haven't seen if there was a way to like just lower a rope anywhere. It's usually just dropping her on her butt.
The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Auspicious. But the longer we wait, the more it consumes. My people possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me.
You got a booger hanging out of your nose.
She obviously sees your kindness as weakness. Don't let her take advantage.
What exactly is a creche?
It is many things. A hatchery, a training grounds, a shelter. Githyanki protocol is clear. When infected with a Gaith tadpole, we must report to Augusto for purification.
Ah. Well, let's journey together and find your creche.
From Creche Kalir. Few know such fortune. Call me Lae'zel.
I'll trust your judgment, but I won't trust her. Not until I've gotten the measure of her.
You've a sharp tongue, elf. Would that your mind proved its equal.
Half elf. I suppose the finer details are lost on a creature like you.
Come. The Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. A creche must be near. We will ask this Zoru where he has seen my kin.
Okay, so I got a party of 4. Alright, there is a dragon egg mushroom. I haven't found one of those before. Those are new. Unlocked. Ashes of dragon egg mushroom. Recipe. Oh, you can cook now? Boy, they want you to get all Martha Stewart in the campsite now. Damaged snare trap.
Broken. Must have been here a while. Not much use anymore.
Nothing in there. We'll take a look around. We might be coming back.
I hear shouting up ahead.
We should check it out, but be careful.
No, don't want to go that way. There are certain events that I know about, like getting to the Emerald Grove over here, and I don't want to trigger them. And I don't want to cause them to trigger until I'm ready. And that's one of them. So I'll go anywhere else at the moment, but that way. Here is a shovel and a mound. $23 gold and a chest. And there is stuff to do over there too. I just don't want to get to that just yet. Okay, this is fiery. Don't stand in it. You're supposed to jump over it.
There. A mind flayer. And it's hurt.
That thing's bound to be dangerous, even if injured. Let's be careful.
You approach the dying monster. This is the thing that abducted you. You could end its life here and now, if only you didn't feel compassion. Compassion.
You know, I've never kind of given into the compassion. I don't, you know, because my character's kind of a jerk. He doesn't think that far into things. You know. And he's really grossed out by these things. I should be furious, shouldn't I?
Feel hate, and you deserve to be punished for it. You should be whipped, made to bow before this creature in shame. It's possessing your mind, forcing you to love it, but then the feeling slips. The creature's mind seems to focus elsewhere. The monster lies exhausted, defeated. Its eyes, wet orange pearls, radiate malice.
Yep.
Monster. Death is too good for it.
So, there could be a lot more meaningful stuff going on with that encounter. But not for Kinius. No, no. No. I thought she'd be a little bit better optimized. So they get not YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Encoding overloaded. I was wondering what's going on. I think it might be the weather. Normally everything should be fine, and I did tests earlier, so I'm not really sure. The only thing I can think to do is either just let it sit and try to work itself out, which sometimes it does, or to try to do a fast stop start on Baldur's. Fast stop start on OBS. So I apologize on behalf of YouTube, and because right when we're getting ready to meet this character here,
Like you killed the others?